for you to deal with me.
I love how nobody is viewing it. Only the people viewing this in video form will see that, and it won't probably be 6 o'clock for them.
No, but I don't care. That dumb. I don't know if the mic picked up any of that, but if so, it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
I think it's likely. It was reasonably loud.
I did a dumb little dance and then ended on a dab. Alright, tonight I'm making pizzas. I'm trying to slam the rest of this drink. It's watery chai tea, like spicy, because it's slightly carbonated. And I think I need the vitamins, so I'm just trying to fucking... Okay. So I went ahead and made the pizza dough already, because that shit takes forever to fucking ferment. And I used my coveted focaccia bread recipe that I'm fond of. Oh lord. Okay. So, we seem to have a lot of dough. This is going to be a thick fucking crust. So this first pizza is going to be a Korean barbecue style pizza. It's going to have ham and corn, lots of cheese, and of course some delicious Korean barbecue saucy. I keep thinking maybe I should wait for people to come on. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not starting unless there's a fucking audience. But then I feel like I'm not gonna win a losing battle. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, putting on my gloves so I don't get pizza dough in my fingies. Oh, good lord. Yeah, this is... I'm just kind of lightly squishing it down, and I'm pulling out the edge of the crust right here because we're going to be stuffing it with cheese, because what's the fucking point of making a homemade pizza if you're not going to have like a stuffed crust? Like, that's some lame shit. You're going to stuff the damn crust. Who's talking? Well, if you would like to swing by for a drive-by slice of Korean barbecue pizza, you are more than welcome to. Because Shane and I aren't going to be able to finish this whole damn pizza by ourselves. Alright, cheese stick slave. Oh, cheese stick slave. I need help undressing the cheese sticks.
Can I wash my hands?
Yes, please, thank you. Oh, hi. Oh, we're on our bullshit. I thought you got it out earlier. I can't pet you! I can't pet you! I've got greasy gloves on. I can't pet you.
Shoo.
You would have had an Ambrose cameo if not for the food safe gloves that are already covered in olive oil. Because I unfortunately taught the creature that if I'm having a bad pain day and he wants affection, to just casually stretch up on my leg, and if his head will reach a little bit above my knee, so I can, kind of lean over and pet him a little bit if I'm having a bad pain day. He is taking this to mean, oh, anytime I want your attention, I will do this. Doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if my hands are full. Mother, I desire pets, mother.
Alright, so should I put these in like a bowl or something, or just kind of...
Just pass them to me. And I will... Yes. So first we are just doing that little number. And we're going to do that all the way around. Until our crust is completely stuffed with cheese. Once again, this is my beloved focaccia bread recipe. You could use a quick bread recipe for the pizza dough, but I like this one. It's doesn't have any sugar in it. It's just very greasy and delicious, and because of the way you fold and make it, it's got nice little pockets like all over the place. It has a very nice crumb. Okay. But yeah, like, when I started making pizzas and realizing I could just make my own damn pizzas, kind of went mad with power and was like, I could literally put anything inside the crust if I so desired. And I'm going to demonstrate that with the other pizza I'm making tonight. This is just one of two that I'm making. The other one, I'm going to put guacamole in the stuffing because I'm a heretic. My food bastardry knows no bounds. And just fold it over, press the seam down.
Like one more?
Yeah, that ought to do it. And would you look at that, all these cheese sticks left over. I hope they're actually good. Like, I assume they would be fine for inside of the crust, but like I have no idea what the edibility of these on their own is like.
Like, it's still mozzarella cheese. I don't really know.
Yeah, but it's by the Target brand. And generally I like Target branded foods. I like Good and Gather. It is good, and I gather it. Alrighty. Slap that pizza. Alright, now that I'm done futzing with the dough, I can take my gloves off. Ambrose, if you decide you want to be a needy little asshole again, you're welcome to. So now I'm going to take my Korean barbecue sauce that I picked up from my local Asian market, Li Ming's. I am particularly fond of this one. The leftovers will probably be used to make slow-cooked pork or something. But I'm just going to use enough to put onto pisha for a saucy sauce. Hold on a second. I'll just throw something away. Cool. Alrighty. And plastic ladle. That'll be fine. And I already shook this up beforehand. I have no idea if this is going to be too much sauce or not. That's one thing I haven't really learned with pizza making is moderation. Is like, what's too much sauce? I don't fucking know. I typically just want to drown my pizza in literally every flavor I can get my grubby little hands on. And so far, it's turned out alright. I think I want a little bit more sauce, maybe like half a ladle more. Yeah, oh, that smells good already. Heat hasn't even been applied and I already smell that good barbecue sauce. Okay. Into the sink. Now, I'm going to be using two cheeses. I will be using mozzarella and a little bit of cheddar. But mostly just a shit ton of mozzarella. We already have mozzarella in the crust. Because I don't know what too much cheese means. No one tell me. I won't listen. As here on Kitchen Cobalt, we are chaotic delicious. We do not know any other alignment. And then, yeah, that's so good. I had to do a sniff test real quick because I wasn't entirely certain about this cheese, but it smells fine. I don't see any growth on it. Let's see. see, just kind of zhuzh it around a little bit, get some even distribution. And then, now y'all are gonna think this is fucking weird. I don't particularly care much, but I got this fire roasted corn that we're gonna sprinkle on there as well. This is part of what makes it a Korean barbecue pizza. They like putting corn on so much stuff. And you know what? Why not corn on pizza? Why not? This is going to be my first time having corn on pizza. And you know what? I have high hopes in the kitchen. And then, wash my hands real quick. Get a pair of are these dirty? Yes. Son of a bitch.
What do you need to wash?
A pair of kitchen scissors because I didn't feel like slicing up the ham. I just wanted to cut it into bits. But it's like, okay, if I can't, like, I can get out a cutting board. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Just wash these.
And what is this? 5 ounces of ham? No. It was a quarter of a pound. Quarter pound ham. I'm going to add more ham because we have some. And I like ham. Because I've been having a really, like, weird strain of good luck recently with my local grocery store chain. Is, we'll get in frame a little. So, this is the Boar's Head Tavern ham, which is probably my favorite ham by Boar's Head. And it was on sale, so I was like, ooh, yay, on sale, I can get a pound of it. And as the deli man was finishing up, thank you, weighing it out and everything, he comes up to me, he's like, so all stores are trying to, like, meet a taco kit quota. Do you care if I put a taco kit sticker on the meat? It will cost you $2 less. And I said, that's fine. I was a little bewildered because it's just like, why are you asking me permission to make my meat cheaper? Please. Please make my meat cheaper. So I'm just gonna, I've rolled it up in kind of a tube, and now I'm just snipping it. Gosh, in another week I got free organic strawberries because they couldn't find, it wasn't ringing up on the cash register, and they couldn't find a, like, tag or display number or anything like that where the organic strawberries were located, so I just got 2 free cartons of organic strawberries. And then a different week, I realized after the fact that they had rung up my organic bell peppers as regular bell peppers, and let me tell you, there's a stark difference in price there. You wouldn't think it, but there is. And so it was just like, oh wow, just all this really weird luck happening to me at my grocery store. Not that I'm complaining, it was just something I noticed and thought, huh, that's weird. That's unusual. So yeah, just rolling up more ham, and we're just going to trim more ham onto our pizza because I don't feel like cutting up deli ham. I don't feel like taking a knife to it. I mean, like on a cutting board. I'm just going to hold this scissor and roll of ham over the pizza, and I'm just going to slice it and then arrange it on the pizza accordingly. And then we will put our Korean barbecue ham and corn and cheese pizza into the oven with a mozzarella cheese stuffed crust. Please, I'm trying not to cut myself. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm pleased. So I'm going to just rearrange this meat mountain. Just kind of rearrange it all over the pizza. I might put a little bit more corn on top, maybe more cheese on top. I don't know. Once again, we are chaotic delicious in this household. We are flavor heretics. We only know be delicious and therefore happy. I don't want to hear it, madam. You do not get to be a boofy lady. You do not get to boof. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That using the scissors was very like, cause you're right. You're absolutely right, because they do that a lot with their grilling and stuff. I mean, they do it after the fact that it's grilled. Cut it up into little pieces. All right, this is looking very delicious. Okay, and then I'm gonna check my focaccia recipe. 500 degrees. Bake at 450 for 10 minutes. Rotate 180. It's a fucking circle. So about 20 minutes. 20 minutes this should bake. I should wash my hands a little and then put on gloves, so I don't smack into the heating element. All it takes is one time for you to fucking remember that can happen. And Lord knows you take precautions to never do that shit again. Okay. I forgot that I left a steam bath in the oven. So we'll see how that turns out with this. In you get. Alright. Timer 10 minutos. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is I'm going to be making a theoretically vegan cheese sauce, but I'm adding a little bit of better than bouillon chicken paste to it, so therefore negating the fact that it's vegan, but it's going to be dairy-free. That's the fucking word. I'm going to be making a dairy-free cheese sauce for the other pizza. Is there a semi-larger pot? I would like a semi-larger pot, please. There are a lot of things here.
Can I help?
Yes.
What do you need?
I need a pot that's smaller than that one, but bigger than this one, and I think it might be dirty.
Seems likely.
God damn it.
Not very dirty, though.
Alright, give that a wishy-washy for me, please.
Looks like probably just some boiled ramen.
Alright, so here's the fucking deal. This shit right here is called nutritional yeast. It is different from instant yeast. This will not make your bread grow. This will just give flavor. Potato starch. I'm using potato starch because it has a different kind of mouthfeel and texture, and I quite like it for this recipe. Where the fuck did I put it? It's right here. Cool beans. This is the best shit on God's green earth. All the different flavors. My particular, most recent favorite flavor is the garlic flavor. Oh my god, it's so good. Thank you, cheese stick slave. So talented. You do more than just unwrap cheese sticks?
It's true.
Amazing.
I also do 2 dishes.
Amazing. You should get a raise. So talented.
And sometimes set up video streams.
And you do that frequently. I am not tech savvy. This is one of the many reasons I married an engineer. Because I am not an engineer. Here is my recipe. Gonna just put that up higher. Alright, and then come over here, and then switch over my recipes. Yeast sauce. Away with the focaccia. So, I will be chasing this a little bit. I won't be using the mustard in this one by request, and today I'll be using olive oil. A lot of the other times I'll use sesame seed oil for this recipe because I like the flavor. So first, do not cut on your heat. First, you're going to measure out measuring cups. Okay. You're going to measure out all your dry ingredients first. Alright. So nutritional yeast is this kind of like gold yellowy color, which is like perfect for when you're trying to make an imitation cheese sauce. And it already has a sort of like nutty, almost cheesy-like flavor, so it's got the color and the flavor already going for it, which is one of the reasons why I prefer this for a dairy-free cheese sauce, because that was the clip for the bag. Okay. And instead of all-purpose flour, I'm also using whole wheat flour, once again at the behest of the person eating this pizza. I lost my train of thought. Right, this being a good substitute. Like I've noticed, like other dairy-free or vegan recipes, will use cashews, and I can't see that being particularly good. And also, cashews are fucking expensive and have very little nutritional value, in my opinion, compared to nutritional yeast. Everything okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just... there was a lot of cross noise.
Ew.
With the phone call over there. And I was like, I'm just going to close this door.
Right, they double bagged the damn potato starch. Okay. And then once you have all of your dry ingredients, one more, measured out, I need the whisk. That was like a slightly smaller whisk.
And you said we're running low on nutritional yeast, right?
Yes. Please order more. We can get some at a grocery store. Like, it's becoming more and more available recently for whatever reason. But I like using a crap ton of it all over the place, mostly on my popcorn. So we go through quite... Okay, that was a vacuum from upstairs. That waked me out for a second. I was like, are my ears finally going? What happened here? Okay. And then I need 1 to 2 cups of water. And I'm just going to have 2 cups pre-measured out. And then this is the oil I'm using. Get it over here nice and ready. So first you're just going to add the cold water without turning on the heat once again until you get sort of a soupy paste kind of thing going. And then you'll cut on the heat. Excuse you. Still being clumpy. And I might add some herbs and spices to this, like pizza spices, like oregano and stuff, because a lot of the time, tomato-based sauces tend to have sugar added to them. You can find some that are sugar-free, but in this, so this is a cheese sauce, as stated previously, and I have found that having 2 sauces on one pizza, it's a little unwieldy. So what I do is just make this into both sauces, essentially. I put in the spices and whatnot. This is small burner. Medium-high heat. Alright, I got my Italian seasoning. Do you have oregano? Yes. Okay, so this is my all-purpose Sam's Club fuck-off jar of spices. Absolutely huge. Love it. Alright. So I'm just going to take my pizza spices, dump it in, whisk it. And as the sauce thickens, it'll hopefully imbue those good flavors. And there are spices all over my stove. I have done this to myself. Okay. Oh god, this stuff is so good. And I'm also going to add my wet ingredient here. What is that, about a tablespoon? That looks like about a tablespoon. Which is a lot more than what I have written on the recipe. Ignore that. want a better camera setup. I feel like a lot of this stuff gets lost. I need like a camera attached to my forehead so everyone can get like a bird eye view of what's going on and actually see. Because like from this distance, you can't really see texture very well or consistency, I feel like.
Yeah.
So maybe if I continue to do this nonsense, if I continue the stream for far longer than anyone anticipated, maybe I'll use some budget to buy a wireless camera I can just stick to my forehead and then look very stupid on the laptop cam when I go to talk to people. Look hella dumb. Oven light, there it goes. Doing a pizza check? Oh, it's looking like a pizza. Alright. In about half a minute, my timer's going to go off for that. And then I'll need to rotate it. I should... Can you help me?
Yeah, of course.
I just need some help putting away.
Oh, yeah.
Some things, getting stuff out of my way. So, the cheese is there. If you could fuck. Gloves. The pizza might have to stay in the oven for a little bit longer because once again I forgot to take out the damn water bath from when I made eggs. But isn't that looking beautiful? Oh, you know, I got a fucking tool for this.
You sure do.
I love it when tools I want aren't a waste of fucking money. Look at this thing! It's bloody huge! And also sharp. I am well protected should anyone decide to fucking trifle with me.
Are you done with the nutritional yeast?
Yes, thank you. Shit. I took my eyes off of it for a second and it immediately started to thicken. You fucking traitorous bastard. How dare you? It's like a watched sauce never thickens. Oh, I'm sorry. I see you've never been to this channel before. I apologize to anyone with virgin ears, but sailors in this household, sailors. That's all I shall say. But no, the sauce is fine. It's recoverable. Just added a little bit more water. Scoop it around. Whisk it. Yeah, it's the only reason why it's safe. It's marked not safe for work. It's because of me. I am not safe for work. Alright. So for the sauce, you basically just want to get it to the consistency. I forgot to set a timer again. Alright. So after this timer goes off, the first pizza should be ready to come out of the oven. As I was saying, so for the sauce, for this particular dairy-free sauce, dairy-free cheese sauce, yes, the key is just making it the consistency you want for whatever you're putting it on. Like, if I was going to put this over noodles, let's say, like macaroni and cheese, I'd probably make this saucier, but since it's going on a pizza, I want it thick. I want a thick saucy. Alright, since this is about where I want it, I'm going to cut the heat for a second. And I'm going to add my olive oil. I know this is a dry measuring cup and I'm measuring a liquid, but it's fine. And the olive oil is what's going to also help it give that the sauce that really nice, rounded, smooth mouthfeel that you come to expect with fatty things like cheese and stuff. So all of this together, I notice that my sauce looks a little tinged green at the moment between the olive oil and the herbs and spices. And I'm leaving it very mild on purpose. The person that wanted this has a very delicate stomach, so I'm trying to make it for them. Alright, that's a good consistency, and this will continue to thicken as it cools. So it'll be pretty good for a pizza. Alright. Just putting away my potato starch. And my spices. Alrighty. Sink. Trash. Guacamole. As I was saying earlier, for this pizza, because I wanted to really showcase that if you really want, you can put anything inside of a stuffed crust. Head brush. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so like, if you want it inside of a pizza crust, you can probably put it inside of a pizza crust. There's like no reason why you can't. So for this, I'm going to be pull avocados. Knife. Alrighty. I thought this one was going to be a little bit more ripe than it feels. This one feels better. Need to sharpen my blades. Alrighty. Paper towel. I need the scooper. My brain's all over the place right now. My energy drink finally kicked in, as did my medications. Brain is everywhere. Oh, and the way that we'll be getting the guacamole into the crust is we'll be getting a piping bag. That's the trick here. You're like, guacamole. I know the comments don't say this, but in your mind, I can read your mind. It's saying, guacamole, how the hell is she going to get guacamole into a pizza crust? The trick is to get it into a tube shape, and to get it into the tube shape, you need a piping bag. So that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to make another attempt with this one. Attempts will be made. Jesus Christ, I need to sharpen this one. Okay, I completely missed the lineup on this. This is fine. There. Oh, Jesus! What a great avocado! It ain't got no seed, pretty much. It's a little thumb-sized seed.
Wow.
Look at that!
That's weird.
It's mostly avocado! Amazing! You are being... I was gonna be a good avocado, but I was impatient. I'm sorry. I guess I'll just hit that with lemon juice. Put it back in the fridge for further ripening. Maybe a little bit of milk. That's a trick that I learned from reading Guillermo del Toro's Twitter feed, is that his favorite guacamole recipe uses a little bit of milk in it, and it's apparently to help keep it from browning. And I didn't realize milk could do that for guacamole. Oh, this one also has a tiny seed, but it's ripe. So I've got that going for me.
So that one's the perfect avocado.
This one's the chosen one! Chosen one. Oh, wow, it just popped right out. Heckin' clean. Bloop. Get the skin out of the guacamole. What?
Just thinking about how, like, some Magic players have streams where they, like, open really expensive booster packs and things like that.
But instead of booster packs...
You're over here like, look at these mythic rare avocados I'm opening. Tiny seeds.
And then I'm saving the last avocado I have, because I'm going to cut up into slices and put that on top of the pizza, because they heckin' love them some avocados. BRB, I'm gonna ask what they want in their guacamole, if anything.
I think she's still on the phone with.
Do you want any seasoning? Want any seasoning in your guacamole?
Hello. Oh, hello. Hey, you want to come say hi to the stream?
This is the baby. They want. Oh my god. Why are you holding her legs are straight out. Now I have to wash my hands because I forgot. They wanted a touch of.
There's a good dog cam.
What?
Oh
my
trying to get
god.
a good angle for the baby.
Where's my salt grinder?
We gotta have a little dog cam.
Yeah. Thank you. Alrighty. Touch of salt. They wanted a very simplistic guacamole. And then they said they wanted a touch of garlic powder. So a touch they shall have. Oh, thwomp. Oh man, wait till you guys see the banana cat. So this is different from like a potato masher. This is actually a pastry blender. And instead of wires, it actually has plates, I guess, of metal. Like, it's thicker than a wire. So they're like wide in all directions, so it makes for a very like a tougher masher, and I love it. It's great for cutting in fats into like pie crusts and stuff, and of course, as you just witnessed, amazing for heck it up that guacamole. What's on my foot? There's plastic on my foot.
You okay?
Yeah, the front here is a little toasty. Don't touch it.
Okay.
Let's see. Can you pull out a rackety rack?
Yes.
Rickety rack.
Where do we keep those these days?
On the side.
Here we go.
All right. I'm going to wait for you to get out of the way. up to the ceiling. Yeah, no.
Ambrose, now is not the time.
Oh, look at it. He's beautiful. I don't fully trust the integrity of this pizza peel for a pizza this chufty. I want to keep this over here within reach, but like at this point it's like I can't. There's no bloody room.
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to keep this at 500 for the next one. Going to give this a stir because it's starting to get a little bit of a skin on top. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. My guacamole. Then to give it the little cheeky
now
taste.
You can come say hi, Ambrose. Now we're not getting in the oven.
I know it's toasty. I know it seems like I'm hiding the most miraculous warmth from you. But believe me when I say this is for the best. I know we make jokes that you look like a chicken. When you lay down, you look like a little rotisserie chicken with your elbows all akimbo to your body. But you don't want to be in the god dang oven. You don't. What am I doing over here? Piping bags. And, oh my word, the other pizza, which is a rectangle. I'm going to move these things over here because I don't want to put my pizza. I really should put something. Can you grab me a towel?
Yeah.
Like a little hand towel?
Absolutely.
Because I realize I don't want to put stoneware on top of the glass top here. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a saucy little pizza we have over here. I'm very, very hyped for that Korean barbecue pizza. I'm so hyped. I might put a little bit of barbecue sauce on the side to dunk it in.
So like...
Not that way.
This way?
Yes. Because that burner was on.
Got it.
And that's why everything's over here.
Okay.
And I don't think the kitchen towel will catch fire. But you know what? I'm not going to tempt fate. Tempting fate with this just doesn't seem like a good idea.
We don't need to get Twitch famous for that.
No. Watch this dumb broad catch your towel on fire. Alright. Thank you. You're gonna do it, aren't you? Don't. I will destroy you. You. Get your son.
Come here, buddy.
He's your son when I'm streaming.
He's my son regardless.
Yeah, but we know he's my familiar.
But you don't often really claim ownership.
No. But dang it, I take good care of him.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that. I know that I'm the evil stepmother sometimes, and he is the redheaded stepchild. But, I do take damn good care of him. I trim his nails, I give him brushies, I make sure he eats good food. I enrich his dumb little life. Alright. Hopefully this will be enough quack for the crust. I'm putting on more food safe gloves because once again I don't feel like touching raw dough because it makes my fingies feel gross. And I'm going to, is this touch sensitive? It is touch sensitive with my gloves on. Excellent. Taking off the yeast salts again and putting up the focaccia bread recipe that I used for this. It's a very lengthy process making focaccia bread, which is why I didn't, oh good lord, show myself making it. I've also have made focaccia bread on stream before for my Thanksgiving special. Which you can conveniently find on my YouTube channel. Wink. And right now I'm just creating this extra lip here for myself to eventually fold over. I want more stoneware. I really like stoneware. It really does make for really good crusts. Crispy crusts. No idea if it's any better or just as good as cast iron, but I personally like it. Just... okay. Okay.
Yes, quit watching from afar.
Scissors? Scissors?
Sink. Do they need to be washed again?
Please. I weighed the pros and cons. But I did use it to cut up meat.
Yeah.
So it's probably for the best that they get washed now.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wonderful husband. Lovely husband. Thank you.
Yep.
Frack. Okay. Baby cam. So yeah, you just pipe it on.
Freya, you cannot have avocado.
No. Avocado is bad for puppies. So yeah, if you want like a sauce piped or like a sauce stuffed crust, this would be the way to do it. Now it'd have to be a heckin' thick boy sauce, but it is possible. So yeah, guacamole stuffed crust. How wild is that? I was so proud of myself, chuffed to bits, when I discovered I could just do this. I have unlimited power, itty bitty spoony living space. So I'm gonna pipe all the guacamole in here just to use up all of it.
We want to see about cutting this other pizza.
Make sure you show cross sections.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
I'll show off my slice before I eat it.
Well, you also gotta eat it on stream. I need...
Okay.
Because it's no good if I say it's good, because of course I'm gonna say it's good. I made it. Though you are technically not an unbiased source.
You could use the same argument for me. Arguably, I have more incentive to lie.
Yeah, but that would hurt my feelings if you were actually like lying about liking something, because then I would mistakenly like make it again and you'd be unhappy and like...
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it.
Okay, good.
But I also can't remember the last time I had something of yours I didn't like, so...
There's been stuff where you were like, it's okay, but it wasn't like your favorite.
Yeah, but that's usually stuff that like I knew that because of the recipe. Like where you're like, I think that, you know, our other roommate would like this, and I'm like, yeah, I'll try some. They have very different tastes.
Yes, this is true. Now for this, other than having the... And it's okay if like a little bit ekes out, like... These are not restaurant quality pizzas, but they're heckin' delicious, if nothing else. Alrighty, just squish it down. Just squish that pizza.
If I got served this at a
squish
restaurant,
that
I would be
pizza.
delighted. I don't know what you're talking about.
The other toppings that were required of this pizza were tomato slices, some slow-cooked Persian chicken that I have on hand that I made today, and a little bit of Parmesan, just a little bit, just for flavor. They have problems digesting dairy, so
There's
I try to make
that stuffed crust
on the focaccia bread. Is the dough cooked all the way through? I was a little worried about that because of the steam. That looks cooked. Yeah. That looks cooked. There's just a lot of topping there. Alright, so I got these lovely organic tomatoes.
gonna wait for it to cool just a little more.
Yeah. Let's see, I want this tomato. Alright, the light is off for the stove is hot, I think. Yes, okay. So I can put plastic here now. I am nothing if not careful. Alrighty. So I'm going to put a couple of tomato slices underneath the cheese sauce so it's still kind of like... I need to sharpen my knife. Hold on. That's where I draw the line, is if I can't cut my dang tomatoes. So I've just got this super easy to use knife sharpener. That seems to work pretty okay for me, so I'm just going to drag it through a couple of times like this on the ceramic side, the fine edge side. Because thankfully I don't have chunks missing out of this blade. Alright. Let's see if that is a wee bit better. It is not. God dang it.
Oh, wow.
Bollocks. Excuse me, I need a ceramic knife.
This is even better than I imagined.
Really?
Yeah, no, the corn and the ham flavor with the
and
barbecue sauce.
Oh, there we go. I got the fire roasted corn as well.
Yep. Comes together really well.
I wanted to use my big girl knife. The knife I actually paid gobs of money for. I need a professional. I need professional help for many things, but in this case, I need it for my knife sharpening. Because I'm just no good at that shit. Shiz. Heck, I'm sorry, I'm trying to curtail the language since someone did have umbrance with it, but it's sometimes it's gonna slip through because I am a horrid little goblin creature. Alright. So we're going to start arranging our tomatoes on the pizza. And I'm having them staggered like this because it will create the maximum coverage and get maximum to weight. As soon as I get this tough stem nonsense out of here, I really should have just taken a melon baller to this. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from them. The person I'm making this for is also incredibly fond of tomatoes, especially ripe organic tomatoes. Melon baller. Just to pop that sucker out. Gone. Boom. See how much easier that was? Learn from me. Do that from the get-go. If you decide to do any of this. Ah, the pizza smells so good. But I can't eat until I'm done. Because I have this weird mentality of, no, I have to eat last. Everyone before me must be fed. Alrighty. This should be enough tomato for the whole pizza. And then I will spread on that saucy sauce. Haha! Bam! Perfection. 2 tomatoes. I'm running out of room. Okay. Now for this part. But yeah, see, it's got like a really nice, like drizzle to it. Like it's got a good drop to it. That's very like it looks like the same kind of viscosity as a cheese sauce. It's very stretchy, which is in part due to potato starch. Potato starch has really good stretch to it. And we're probably not going to need all this sauce, so there'll be some leftover sauce to put on toast or a little bit of pasta, whatever. Whatever you want, baby. I'm just getting a little spatula to help smoosh it around. It seems like it's not wanting to stick to the dang tomatoes, but that's fine. Everything's fine. Oh my god, am I actually going to need to use all the sauce? I might actually need to use all the sauce. I didn't think I was going to need to. Yet here we are. Smoosh it around. Alrighty. Beautiful. Alright. What's next? Who's next? Alright, it's the chicken. Chicken's next. Okay. Well, Freya, there is some chicken-flavored water on the floor now. Should you care to have some. Alright. And this is the slow-cooked chicken I made. I used a Persian-flavored sauce packet because it is a favorite in this household. It's salty, it's delicious, it's heckin' flavorful. And I'm just going to put just a little bit here and there. Get it on there. Because when I make pizzas at home, I tend to absolutely overladen them with toppings and stuff. Because if I'm making the pizza, I don't care about structural integrity. I want the toppings. I want the sauce. Because I am not afraid. Like, I understand why restaurants and stuff don't do it, but I figure if I'm making it at home, who cares? Not I. I desire deliciousness above all else. Alright, that seems pretty good. I desire room. When you get done eating, could you take the corn that's left in the strainer and give it a home? Mm-hmm. Thank you. Actually, let this go. Probably shouldn't put it in that particular side of the sink, but here we are. And then this avocado. Probably need to sit down and sharpen that knife for a lot longer than what I did. There we go. Alrighty. And what we're going to do here is that we're just going to cut it into slices with the skin on because it's easier to handle. And then we can peel the skin off of the more manageable slices. And have peaty little slices like this that I will then cut into chunks. Could you get out the Parmesan cheese, please? Thank you, darling. It's not in the it's not in the cheese drawer.
I figured that out.
How bamboozling! Cheese not in the cheese drawer.
There you go.
How delightfully evil.
The cheese drawer is only so big.
I know, but it's gotten more empty as of late because we don't have as much ingredients as we typically do.
Yeah.
Oh man, so let me tell you guys what happened the other day. Like literally yesterday. So, I'm taking my shower after a very good Beat Saber session. And I cut the shower off, and yet I still hear water dripping.
Oh no.
And, oh yeah, you know what's about to happen. And I look up at the shower head thinking it's coming from there because clearly that's the most logical thing that could happen if I hear water dripping in the bathroom. It's not coming from my shower head. So, I opened the curtain because I also know that if you don't close our sink faucets correctly, like if they're just slightly ajar, they will also drip. So that was my next logical conclusion was, oh, it's got to be that. So I opened my shower curtain. And what do I see with mine own eyes? Water coming from my ceiling fan. Like a steady drip. A weak waterfall of water coming from my ceiling from our bathroom vent. I panic. I call out to Shane, and my mind, of course, is going a mile a minute, but my body can only go so fast, so I've given him like 15 orders to do in the span of a second.
It's also relevant that I was hungry.
Yes, this was also around Shane's lunchtime.
I don't cope with low blood sugar very well.
No, he does not. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. This is ready to go in now. So I immediately assume something's gone wrong with our upstairs neighbor. Shane's initial thought was, because we ran the AC in the winter, that it was from condensation. His initial thought. It made less sense the more we thought about it.
And also the longer it went on.
And the longer it went on. The water started coming down so, like, at such a prodigious rate that it started coming out in the living room. So we're like, okay, this is bad. So we call our front office and we're like, hey, house is leaking. And they're like, oh, that's how you say not good. Hold on, Mr. Cato. So they send someone over. He comes fairly quickly. Like, they were really quick on it. So we have, like, buckets and bowls and stuff, like, stacked underneath the various spaces where it's dripping, because it's dripping in the bathroom in two places, our sprinkler, and from our bathroom vent. And then in the living room, it started to seep through the ceiling, but then it got to such a bad rate that it's going to start coming through the air vent in the living room, too. So there's just water coming down in these two places, and we're like, this is not great. So maintenance comes over, and like they're probably thinking, this is probably gonna be fine. We show him where the leak is. He kind of just stops. He just freezes in the bathroom and goes, oh. I'm gonna go talk to your upstairs neighbor real quick.
Yeah, he definitely had like a moment where he's like,
oh no,
first comes in like, so I heard you had an active leak, and I'm like, yeah,
yes.
Yeah, it's right in here, and he's like, oh, that is an active leak.
Exactly, active. So it turns out we heard from maintenance that they had a half-inch of standing water in their bathroom, and no one who lived there knew about it. So what we think, so we also know that two children live upstairs. How do we know this? Because it sounds like a herd of elephants sometimes. These just absolutely flat-footed children. Stomp, 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 all hours. So what we think is one of them, because this is the only plausible explanation we could come up with, clogged the toilet with like a toy or something. And that's why the parents didn't notice, because maybe the children were being quiet for a moment, and they were probably thinking, oh, thank God, a moment of peace. Wrong! You're never supposed to think that when children are quiet. Never! Unless you have eyes on them. Never assume a quiet child is being good. And I feel bad for saying this, but in my experience, this has been the case. Including my own! I was a mischievous-ass child! So yeah, they had to get, and because there was an inch of standing water in their bathroom, it had leaked out onto their carpets and everything, so they had to get someone out here to suck up the water both in our bathroom and theirs. They had to get carpet cleaners in. Thankfully, I was on the ball with catching it, so none of our carpets got damaged. Our ceiling was damaged enough, though, that they sent a painter out here to cover up the discoloration on our ceiling, and he did quite a good job. So that was my past 2 days, was dealing with that whole fiasco. Oh boy. And I felt so frustrated because so we have a front porch, or not a front porch. We have a porch though that's screened in and everything. So we let our animals and stuff out on it, and we also like to do like arts and crafts that require like aerosol camp, like spray paint and stuff. And they have like a small garden on their porch, and like the children like to play out there. What they like to do though is overwater the friggin' plants, and water comes down onto our porch. They also like to sweep dirt into the cracks of their porch and just get it all over our shit too. So we made the very expensive purchase of a very large outdoor umbrella that barely fits the dimensions of our porch, so we don't have crap falling in our arts and projects and our pets. And just as I was starting to get over that and like accepting them as our neighbors again, is just I can deal with children stomping. Signs of life don't mind it particularly much. And then this happened, and all over again, I was just like, just that quiet rage that one can get with neighbors you don't particularly like. Like, I don't care what you do in your apartment, but once it starts affecting my apartment, my living space, I start to get cranky. If your music is so loud that it's vibrating my house, I have an issue. That was what happened in my last apartment. People were playing music so loud there all the time, and it was at like a particular pitch and volume that it was actually hurting my ears, because they had like stupid amounts of bass. And I don't mind bass much, but like the way they were doing it all the time, it drove me up the wall. And now this here, you have flooded my apartment mildly. I am upsetty spaghetti. What is going on with the microwave? 5 more minutes, and then we rotate, and then cook for another 10. I'm going to have a slice of pizza. Relinquish my cheese. Thank you. Oh, this isn't as droopy as I thought it was going to be.
No, because focaccia has that good firmness, so.
Oh my god, that Korean barbecue sauce, though.
I told you.
That's really good. Because the barbecue sauce is sweetened with apples and pears. So it's kind of got that, like, a fruity sweetness to it. But it goes so well with the ham and the cheese. Hi, Beggy lady. Beggy girl. Because normally Frey gets pizza bones on occasion. So I found this out. Not everyone calls them pizza bones. It's the crust, essentially. That's what I call pizza bone, is the crust. It's the bones that's left over after you're done eating it. Apparently, only my family called them pizza bones, because I started saying pizza bones around other people, and they give me really strange looks, like, what the heck is she talking about, pizza bones? Pizza's boneless. But Shane eventually caught on and also calls them pizza bones now. My disease is spreading. I'm very happy. No, you cannot chirp for pizza. No. Ambrose is also convinced that anything I eat, he can also eat, and that I should share. You are wrong, child. Nope. What? No. I will share a banana with you in a moment. I just want to eat. I'm hungry, boy. Scoop him. You've been scooped. I don't know if I can ever go back to using regular pizza dough recipe now. Because this is so frippin' good.
Very good.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ease?
It's
Basa?
On Twitter it says it's Asia with a Z, so like Asia.
Asia. Okay. If you seriously want a slice, you're more than welcome to swing by, and we'll do like a COVID-safe pizza exchange if you so desire. Because once again, I mean, I guess Jen and I could power through all of this, but I feel like it'd be a nice and cool thing to do. Ow, ow, ow. Ambrose, I'm so happy. This piece is so good. Wow. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Oh my god, it's puffed up in there. No. Oh my god, my animals. I can't crouch for a minute. They swarmed me.
Uh-huh.
It's Mom, if you're on the floor, you're game. Mm-mm-mm. I want pizza.
Now, the reason I sounded almost surprised when you got to the part of the story where I realized I thought you were telling a different story.
No. That's what happened.
No, I thought you were telling the story with Ambrose.
Oh! That one!
And it was weird to me because that happened while I was in the shower and not yesterday. But, like, I was like, I mean, I guess if she just wants to take some, like, liberties with it.
No, so apparently... So some preface before I get into it. I make my own sugar scrub. It's just sugar. It's just granulated sugar and coconut oil. Mix it together. Makes for a really great sugar scrub. Love zhuzhing it all over my legs. Makes them nice and smooth and helps with my ingrown hairs and such. I'm gonna give this a quick little rotate. Ten more minutes. So because I use it as a bathroom product, I don't think of it as food, even though it is made entirely of foodstuffs. This will become relevant in a minute. So I just had an open container of it in the bathroom for easy access for while I'm showering and stuff. One morning, I literally awakened to Shane trying to do voice to text on his phone from the bathroom, and I realized he's trying to text me something. And he was like, so, about the thing that you have here in the tub is like the sugar scrub? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, I caught Ambrose eating it. And I kind of just paused, and we both realized, that is the reason why he's been acting like an ornery crackhead for the past couple of days. He's been having tiny little kitty sugar highs, and crashing, and getting sick and vomiting because he's a dumbass and eating my freaking sugar scrub. And so then I started putting the lid on it because I don't want him getting sick. And so now he's just obsessively licking the outside of it, just hoping for a crumb of bathroom snack. And that's another reason why he's been a little ornery with me recently, because how dare I hide the bathroom snacks? These are clearly snacks for the bathroom that he can munch upon while hanging out with me because he's a bathroom cat. He is most decisively a bathroom cat. You're in the bathroom, he wants to hang out with you. Bathrooms apparently are number one favorite place to hang out with a human because you're typically trapped on the toilet in there, and that means he has your undivided attention for all the butt smacks he could want. So yeah, he was sneaking a cheeky little snack out of my sugar scrub. You turd. So we had to close that off from him after that was discovered. I felt dumb afterwards because I was like, of course he's eating it. It is actually made of food, despite what my mentality for it was, no matter what my intentions for it were. He sniffs, snoffs, tastes, and has decided, ah yes, a snack. A delicious little sugary snack for me, the cat. You can't have that. You can have a little bit of banana on occasion. Little. He also likes oranges. He likes to eat oranges, a citrus fruit. Most animals don't like citrus fruit. He loves it. His face gets all scrunchy and he scrunches his face as he eats it. It's hilarious to watch. And like, I'm not forcing him to eat it. He happily eats the dang orange. He also likes blueberries. He likes strawberries. He's basically liked any fruit that I've introduced him to that I knew was safe. He just really likes fruit, and I don't fully understand it. I don't know if it's like a texture thing, like it feels good for him to chew on, but whatever, my cat's dumb. Cats are supposed to be obligate carnivores. I'm sorry, my nugget-sized brain is too smooth to know what obligate carnivore means. Too small, too smooth. Nugget boy. Alright. I should probably start taking care of the other avocados and such. I'll leave lime juice out. Put the Dijon away. Put the olive oil away. That's right, it's a part of the stream where I clean up. I can't get over how good the crust tastes. And I understand why it tastes good. But it's also a pizza. So my brain's like, pizza crust shouldn't taste this good. And yet, lo and behold, here we are. Oh, there's so much to clean up. I don't wanna, but I gotta. But I do say that was a very successful pizza time. And that just had water in it. So I'm gonna bother. Oh, what doing? Container. Saran wrap, maybe. For the avocados, thanks. Alright. Definitely feels like I've been doing this for a little while. My body is starting to slow down and wind down for the evening. I can't wait to just sit and enjoy my full pizza belly. It's gonna be great. Who knows, maybe I'll feel even a little cheeky and have some ice cream. A little cheeky bit of ice cream. Alright. Avocados all wrapped up and cozy. had a weird burp, not burp. Where did I get you from? I feel like it was here, but like I'm having trouble Tetrising this. That'll do. Because I know I just finished making something, but I'm already wondering what I should make for next week. As is becoming known here, I like to alternate between... God dang it. Doing something savory one week and doing something sweet the next. Last week I did that lovely stuffed strawberry angel food cake, which was just so delightfully good. I was so happy with how it turned out. Let's see. You're probably big enough. So I haven't made brownies on this channel yet. I hear encouraging noises.
Yeah.
Would Shane like to make brownies? Would like me to make brownies?
I was gonna say, Shane would like to eat brownies.
Because I would like to eat the brownies. There we go. So yeah, this was just not really a recipe heavy week, just sort of a demonstration of all the wonderful things you can do with a pizza. Not all of them, mind you, but just a few ideas that I had for upping the pizza game. Alright. Let's take a little peek. Yes, the crust is golden. Alrighty. There we go. Alrighty. This is the mostly cheeseless pizza, just enough cheese for a nice pop of Parmesan flavor. Avocado, chicken, tomato, focaccia bread stuffed with guacamole. I know it sounds all over the place flavor-wise, but I can tell you from experience, because I've made very similar pizzas before, that the recipient of this pizza will be over the moon for such deliciousness. I'm going to wait to attempt to put this back until there's less stuff on my counter. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed this. Once again, this wasn't much of a stream recipe-wise. Didn't really talk about technical detail, like how to whisk anything properly or anything like that. Just was like, bam, you have pizza dough? You could do a lot with it. But, as usual, I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. And I will be back next week with something sweet for the tooth. I love y'all, and stay safe, stay healthy, don't get hungry. Love you. Bye-bye.